Hello nerds, White Sanjay C here. Welcome to another episode of WNN, your source for the music and music production news. We got some new software, updates, and more to talk about today. Before we get started, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new here. Otherwise, I'm going to do more Black Friday videos. We're just going to be talking about the prices and sales and nothing interesting or funny. Please hit the like button. I don't want to do that. Although it does make me money, I don't want to do that. In our first story, we have a new synthesizer from Data Mind Audio named REFRACTALIZER. Want to make sure you got that correctly. Data Mind with a D, not Data Mind. That'd be a very unfortunate name. This is kind of an unfortunate name. It's a synth that promises to make granular synthesis more musical. It lets you bend time, transform samples, and morph effortlessly between rhythmic chopping, granular soundscapes, and conventional synthesizer sounds. So, let me get this out of the way here. Personally, sick to death of granular shit at this point, but at least they're adding something new to the table. They're promising to make it more musical. Sorry, I feel like I'm gonna vomit. It must be the granular synthesis. That's gotta be the trigger here. They state that drum loops can become chords, voices become synth leads, and simple ideas morph into entirely new musical worlds. There's a lot of big talk here. They're talking about the ability to slide seamlessly between rhythms, tones, and textures. Their custom granular engine can accommodate any scale of time stretching, no matter how extreme, with subatomic resolution. They're really like puffing this thing up. Okay, let's watch this video clip too.
A few moments later.
Okay, so that was a longer clip than I normally play, but that was impressive, I think. Was it not? It just seems like you can do a lot with this one little sample. Yeah, I'm actually impressed. I'm impressed. I would like to see what else you can do with this. Let me skip to the end here and see if there's anything else cool in this little clip. Okay, yeah. I'm thinking this is maybe one of the best granular plugins I've ever seen. Maybe there's something that does this exactly already. I don't know. There's too many. I'm going to be honest. There's too many fucking granular plugins. I can't say for certain. All I know is the ones I've come across generally don't have as much features to expand upon the granularity. So let's look at a little more of this here. I'm kind of interested in this. So it says one sample, infinite variation.
12 seconds later.
So I'm going to assume now they are playing different pitches with it, like manually, like on their keyboard.
Eventually.
Wow. Now, granted, that does kind of sound like shit, but that is very different than the original sound. You can't deny that. Okay, and that was the feature I was looking for. You can snap it to different scales and pitch. So, okay, there's something cool here. I actually think this is good. I actually think this is really good. You know, maybe there's something else out there that does this. Like I said, I don't know. There's just so many granular products out there currently. If there's one that does all this, I haven't seen it. Or if I have, I forgot about it at this point. It also features a multi-buffer system as well as a refractalizer, which lets you slide between tempo-synced rhythmic divisions and audio rate modulation. So one thing that's interesting about this is that you can interpolate between BPM and Hertz. Usually you have to snap to one or the other. And in this case here, you can smoothly glide between them, I guess. Another thing that they brag about with this is that it can do polyphonic grain rate synthesis, not only being a texture generator, but also a polyphonic instrument. It's got stereo grain cycling as well as multi-buffer interpolation engine, allowing you to load multiple samples and interpolate smoothly between them. That's actually kind of dope. I'm actually pretty excited. You know what? They're onto something here. They've got a quote from Daedalus too. All right, I'm sold. If you're interested in getting this product, it is $99. Normal price is $129, and they have the Explorer bundle, which includes some other things too. And today's sponsor, we have me. What do you have to say, me? If you're planning on buying a plugin or some type of software for Black Friday to Cyber Monday, etc., consider using my affiliate links in the description. It's a great way to support the channel at no extra cost to you. YouTube ad money does not pay a whole lot, and sponsorships and affiliate links help keep the channel afloat. So if you enjoy the channel and you want to support it financially, a great way to do so at no extra cost to you is the affiliate links. Thank you very much. Back to the video. Whoa, bro. Holy shit, dude. In our next story, we have an emulation of an old synthesizer as well as a flashbang from a very old looking website. It was basically a jump scare. It was scary. I'm gonna be honest, the formatting on this website is giving me a migraine, so I'm gonna use another website. Much better. Something in pure white that actually mimics a flashbang much more. Granted, I could actually read the text on this though. Full Bucket has released FB02. It's a free synth plugin for Mac and Windows that emulates the Yamaha FB01 from 1986. Yeah, if we just add another number to the end of it, it's different then. It's different, you know? But instead of making it FB01, why don't we make it FB02? Original hardware was an 8-part multi-timbral synth. This emulation offers only one layer of the FB01. So it's a downgrade. That's the first time I've ever seen that. Usually it's an upgrade. Usually we get an upgrade with the plugin version. Hey, whatever. It's free though. Can't complain. It has 4 operators that you can combine using 8 distinct FM algorithms. It has a bunch of parameters, including frequency, enharmonics, detune, level velocity, and ADSR envelope with attack velocity. You can boost either the carrier or modulator. And there's also a syncable multi-wave LFO that modulates the amplitude or pitch. A new feature including that you can import and export original sysx, allowing you to import sounds from the original hardware. It comes with original sounds and more. It supports MTS ESP microtuning, and it's fully resizable. Wow. Let me show you guys what it sounds like. That was a fucking banger. Personally, I don't hear anything special about it, but it seems like fun if you want to play with an old piece of hardware via emulation, or if you want to load up your old sounds into it if you had the FB01. Regardless, it seems pretty cool. It'll be linked down in the description if you're interested. In our next story, we have some important information regarding artificial intelligence. Bet you haven't heard anyone call it by its full name in quite some time. Artificial intelligence detects breast cancer 5 years before it develops. Now, how about we use it to make shitty music instead? Speaking of shitty songs and AI, in one of my last videos, I talked a bunch of shit about Suno, and I'm here to take that back. JK. One thing I will say is there was a lot of upset people that use Suno, and I just want to say one thing about that. At least they won't be able to write any songs about me. At least not any good ones. In our next story, we have another granular plugin. Oh boy. This one is by Rob Papen though, so some credibility here. It is a morphable granular delay, and this one is known as DELGRAIN. Not much really to say about it other than that. Apparently they have another plugin known as DELSANE, and that it looks a lot like it. And the difference between this and that is that this plays back grainy audio, and it utilizes this thing known as the disrupt sphere. Now obviously the size of the grains can be adjusted, the length of the grains can be adjusted, tempo synced or not, and there's a semi-tune feature with a range of 12 semi-units up and down. They say it is great for rhythmic usage on drums and percussion loops, but it can also be used on practically anything. There's also a high pass, low pass, and band pass filter, and a vocal vowel filter, which can be placed after the delay at different spots. The cake on the ice. The disrupt sphere allows you to control the various parameters in a unique, creative way.
But for sure on drums and percussion.
This seems great for any sort of glitchy effect. Now you too can be Aphex Twin. Twin? This seems pretty fucking sweet. If you're interested in this, it's only $24.50, normally $35. And it's a free download for existing Explorer 10 bundle users. Next, I'm going to cover a bit of hardware. I'm going to be honest, a lot of these smaller hardware pieces, I'm just not that interested in, so it's a bit difficult for me to cover them because I just don't care. I'm going to try though. I'm going to try because I know some people care about it. WARDOLF has released a synthesizer that is very tiny, known as Protein. Get a gander at that load. Sorry, the Protein is sold out. Please ask your dealer. You know, I don't think I should be asking my dealer about Protein. I think he's going to block me, if I'm going to be honest. I think he's going to block me. They state it is the new authentic wavetable synth. It's affordable and compact. It has 8 voices, and it's based on the original microwave 1 ASIC oscillators. And it has the modern features of Iridium heritage, like the arpeggiator, step sequencer, chord mode effects, and more. As you can see there, it's got a left/stereo and right/mono output, headphone out, USB-C, a power button, and MIDI in and out. It's got a filter with cutoff, resonance, dirt, and a flexible envelope amount. 8 voices can be organized in up to 4 layers, and it has round-robin modes, or you can split it by MIDI channels for polytimbral operation. It features some effects such as reverb, delay, and modulation. It comes with 150 presets with what they state is a huge variety, and it's capable of storing up to 250. With the 4-layer concept, you can mix and match from the library and create new combinations. Currently, it is sold out, but if you do want to buy it, Thomann is getting them back in stock within 4 to 5 weeks, and you can use the affiliate link in the description. It costs $318. Okay, guys, that is it for this episode of WN. Make sure to like button, subscribe if you're new here, and if you want to support the channel, there's affiliate links, a Patreon, and more. I'll see you guys next time.